What's going on? Big A coming at you with another video. And I just found out today that Orbital Comics, which is a comic book store in London, has apparently closed or gone out of business or something of the sort. The doors are shut. So that's another comic book store to add to the list. It's a store that I used to visit quite often when I was in London. I'd always kind of go down there if I had any money to spend or if I needed to pick, that Wednesdays, that week's comic books up. If I was in London at the time, I'd always go there to spend my money because it was obviously a smaller store, not part of like a bigger brand like Forbidden Planet. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I choose to always go there first, kind of see as to what they had. And yeah, I thought it was a cool store. I think the first time I went to it, it was in a different location. And then I think at some point they changed the location. And yeah, it's just another one bites the dust, really. Another comic book store gone. And it's weird, especially because it's in London. It's in Leicester Square, which is in central London. So it's got, a high amount of footfall. Whenever I went in there, it was never dead. There was always people in there. So I think it was quite a popular store, but for some reason, I don't think they've been able to keep the doors open. I don't think Corona helped either. That probably made things worse, to be honest. And I hear now that they're just going to be doing online. But I mean, I've checked their social media feeds, and I don't think there's kind of like much mention of kind of like what's going on or what's happening or any of the sort like that. So I don't think anyone kind of really knows, and I think people will come to kind of like learn about it kind of as and when they try to go there and see that the times it's supposed to be open, it's actually closed. Now there are some kind of like murmurs or rumors about Orbital kind of opening up again in the new year, perhaps maybe same location, different location, who knows? But I guess they're just rumors for now, and we'll find out in 2022. Yeah, it's hard out there for an indie bookstore. Uh, it's another example of, you've got all these comic book movies making loads of money, but the comic book stores aren't, and it's just like it's just so weird. It's just so odd. But just because something's popular in the cinemas, it doesn't mean that the book's gonna sell more. That doesn't always happen. I mean, some people won't even think of like going to a comic book store or know that comic book stores are actually a thing that exists, although they seem to be going extinct at the moment. I hope, yeah, I hope kind of comic book stores in Manchester don't don't close or anything. I do see that they're getting smaller comic book sections like Forbidden Planet in Manchester at the moment. I think prior to Corona, the comic book section got smaller, and like one of the kind of like entire kind of like shelves was turned into kind of, well, yeah, Gundam model kits and stuff. I was like, whoa, they've made it smaller. And I think Gundam's taken up another part of the comics bit, so the comic book bit is even smaller now, and they've got a whole lot of graphic novels in there as well. And I think the same thing happened to Traveling Man, but that was a very long time ago when kind of they always kind of had a small comic book wall, and they kind of moved it from where it was, and they've got a small section where it's this week's top 10 comics or whatever, and then they've got all the back issues like nearby. But but yeah, and even Forbidden Planet as well, their comic book section has become smaller. Last time I was in London, I went in there and I was like, there used to be comics like literally all across these walls, and now it's like a much smaller section. And I think the manga section has gotten bigger, which makes sense because manga's making bank at the moment, and you've got your fiver there. You spend your fiver, you've got what, your 200 pages in that one volume, or there's often like three for two, so you'll get three mangas, fiver each. You'll only pay a tenner. That's like 600 pages of manga right there. Whereas for a comic, you're paying your £3.50. You're only getting 20 pages. I know which one's the better deal. You know what I mean? One may have color in it and all that, but one tells more of a story and is cheaper. And yeah, maybe in black and white, but that's that's the toss up. That's what you got to deal with. But yeah, I feel bad for Orbital. I feel bad for anyone who's lost their job, who works there. And yeah, I guess we'll just see what the future holds. And it's not nice to have another comic book store closing. And yeah, I hope the rumors are true as to they may open up, yeah, another store under the Orbital brand, Orbital Publishing or Orbital Space, I think they're also known as well. So yeah, let me know as to what you think about Orbital closing. If you ever went to that store before in London, Leicester Square, let me know as to yeah how you feel about indie comic book stores closing. And yeah, as always, I'll catch you in the next one.